Hello everyone, JesterBell is back, and I've had a crazy morning because I've just recorded a video for Joker 2 set photos that was quite different from this, and it went on for like 10 minutes, but then I got some new information that completely recontextualized my thoughts on what we got of it, and so I had to redo the video because I needed to be accurate to what this movie seems to actually be doing. So we got I already did the video talking about the courthouse scene that we got with the first look at Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, but we got some very, very interesting photos and videos last night and this morning. It's still shooting. It's going to end on April 5th that I need to talk about, really. So I just want to go over the little bits and pieces that we got in between all this. We got a scene of Harleen. I will say this is her Harleen persona. It seems like we are going to get the psychiatrist version of her. She went to Arthur Fleck's original apartment, and it's theorized that she was either going there to find out more about him or maybe to confront Sophie, who is the poor woman who he merely had a fantasy about, out of jealousy, which either sounds like the worst thing that they could do or the best thing, but that's what we got. We got a little scene of her walking up these steps, doing a little dance just like the Joker does in the first movie, and it seems that a lot will be happening on these steps, and they're very symbolic in the first movie because you had Arthur walking up those steps with the weight of the world on his shoulders, trying to fight his insanity without any help, versus him just dancing down the steps into madness at the end. So these steps represent a lot, and I'm not sure yet what they're going to represent in the movie. We also got a scene of a big Arkham Asylum fire, and we got some scenes of Joker and Harley escaping Arkham Asylum hand in hand, which bystanders say at one point it ended with them escaping, and at another point it ended with them getting captured. So that could have been the end of the movie, and right after that they basically shut everything off so people couldn't see the rest of it. It could have been because there were scenes that were legitimately the ending of the film that they didn't want anybody to see, or perhaps too many set photos were getting out and they had to amp up security. But they apparently did not amp up security enough to feel that people needed to not see these scenes we got on the steps. So yesterday we got a scene of Joker and Harley on the steps, and we got a first look at what Harley actually looks like in the film, and she's got this spunky short haircut and sort of Heath Ledger Joker makeup, and sort of like the diamond tights and shirt, and like this Joker-like coat with red on the inside, and it just looks great. It's one of the best looks I've ever seen for the character in live action. It looks exactly what a more realistic street-level 80s version of Harley would look like. It just shows what can be done with the character when you're not doing the bling David Ayer aesthetic of the film. But then we got something that concerned me until I got more context. We got this scene of Harley selling the Joker out. Now, there were 3 versions of this, and in all the versions, she's just kind of, fooling around with Joker on the steps, dancing and singing. She's singing That's Entertainment by Judy Garland, and the cops show up, she waves to them or just greets them and then points to Joker, but there's 3 versions of the scene. One is where she always presents the cops like this to Joker. In one of the scenes, she doesn't really react to him being caught. In another scene, she kind of clasps her hands like this, like she's pleased. In another scene, she looks very sinister, like she's getting revenge on him. She looks really evil. And she just kind of sashays to the side and has a cigarette, still very much like him. Now, here's what concerned me is I was concerned that this was going to be the Birds of Prey movie route where we don't get to see the Joker abusing Harley, which is supposed to be a major part of her character, which has been lost, by the way. As they've moved Harley independent, they've really lost the original element of the abusive relationship. In the comics, if you read the comics, they always make the Joker seem more like a simp to her recently than even going back to the physical abuse that used to be in their relationship. And it's really eliminated any reason for her to get over him. But as you all know, following this channel, I've long disagreed with that idea that Harley should get over the Joker. I think she works as a cautionary tale. I think that she does not have enough as a solo character to run by herself without that vice that gives her sympathy, which is why I was worried about this, because I was worried, oh no, is this going to be like, empowered Harley Quinn, because I didn't expect the Joker to mistreat her because Arthur Fleck did not seem both clever or conniving enough for this. So I'm like, is this going to be Harley? I don't know. There have been some rumors of her trying to take over Joker's persona and, just throwing him away and being this empowered woman sort of thing. Until just now, we got a scene that confirms it. It is a scene, I will play it for you here, of the Joker yelling at Harley and shaking her right before she calls the cops on him. So it confirms that the reason that she called the cops on him was because he's been mistreating her, and she's going to put a stop to that. Now, I think that I would still want this movie to end the way Mad Love does, where Harley is a cautionary tale. She is a psychopath. She is a crazy person. She is a criminal. She should be a cautionary tale against abusive relationships rather than an empowering feminist icon. But we don't know how the movie is going to end yet. It could end like Mad Love. Maybe it ends with her trying, going back and trying to break Joker out of Arkham again. Who knows? It does seem like she was supporting him on those steps, saying free Joker, or maybe she's trying to defend herself against the relationship. It does seem that the audience is confirmed that, they see the Joker and Harley Quinn as a couple in this universe, and they refer to her as Joker's girl. Now, what I am concerned about is that we're going to do something more along the lines of the modern day version where, having her be Joker's girl, having her with that title alone was a bad thing, and, we might get a direction where she hates that and is trying to stop that, and has the ending of the empowered woman against the world or something like that. And I don't want that, but we don't know if we're going to get that yet. It could be very much like Mad Love, where it's a cautionary tale for the character. So if Harley is selling Joker out in this scene because he was abusing her, then I'm fine with that, and I would applaud this movie so far. We've got a year and a half to go before it comes out. Anything could change behind the scenes in the editing or reshoots. We have to see what the theme of the film is. But this would be the first film ever that actually explores those elements of Harley's character and shows Joker and Harley's relationship in full. We see some moments where they're having fun together, where they seem like they're in love. We see moments where the Joker reveals his dark nature and is mistreating her. That is their relationship. There is more than one side to their relationship, and I'd be glad to see it all in full. So I'm still apprehensive about what they're actually going to do with this movie, but so far I'm still on board with it. I just hope that I'm mainly concerned with the overall theme of the movie. Is it going to be like Mad Love, or is it going to be modern day something, or how does it end? But let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. As always, thank you Patreon J Dakari, and you guys can support me on Patreon if you love my content, and I will have more videos out for you this week, and I'll see you guys next time.